Hi, my name is James Klim. I want to talk to you about cone beam and the way we've used that in our practice. It's such a wow factor. I'll tell you, patients feel like they're really being taken care of very well. It's important to get a good scan. When I think of cone beam, I think of it much more than implant planning and placement. I think of it for diagnostics. I can see decay where I can't always see it on a 2D. I can see better assessment of teeth that have root canals. It's amazing what you can see when you get behind the cortical plate and look at roots in the cancellous bone. I can look at sinuses, I can look at joints. Yes, this TMJ joint, it helps me to assess where the patient has been. It also is important for looking at the vertebrae. All these things come in handy in the conversations that we have with our patients. It's really important, though, that the scans are consistent. Caleb's going to walk you through the process of taking scans and making them really consistent. It's about positioning the patient, and he's just an artist. Yes, he's an artist on taking scans. I take two different types. I take a scan where the patient's in CO closed. I use that as my basic diagnostic panel for all my examinations. Now for implants, I have the patient open up a bit so we can do better implant planning and also combine that with our Omnicam scan where we do our diagnostic restorative planning in the CEREC software and then marry that together with the Galileos software. So Caleb's going to walk you through that process, and I want to thank Caleb and Osrona and Patterson for making my life a lot better.
Hi, my name is Caleb. I work for Dr. Klim at the Klim office here. This is our Galileos Comfort. We're going to talk to you guys a little bit about how we use this in our office and some of the ways that we found optimize it. In our office, these are the attachments that we mainly use. We found that just as far as speed and accuracy, these are the two that work the best for us. There are a couple different attachments. We're not going to get into that today, but these are the ones that we do like to use. This actually comes with ear olives, they call them. They're little rubber tips there, and if you're using this, ideally they would fit directly into the patient's outer ear canal, it says. We don't like to use those, though. We just, it seems to work just fine with those missing, because the main goal of these blue arms is you close them down with this knob, and basically it's just there to help the patient be able to stay still. So these are the attachments that we like using here. This is the touch panel that comes with the Galileos Comfort. These are the settings we like to use. We won't go into that right now, but VO1 HC, we found that works pretty good for diagnostic purposes for basically everything that we do here. Depending on the size of the patient, if it's a child, you just click on the child, it'll highlight in yellow, and then it'll adjust the settings accordingly, so you're not overexposing anyone unnecessarily. Osrona does recommend the use of a lead apron. This is technically called it's a lead poncho. We found that when you use a thyroid collar, you get scatter radiation and it actually messes up the diagnostic quality. So this is the type that we've been using, and it's been working great. Here at Dr. Klim's office, one other thing we like to make sure that we always have down when we have the patient in the machine is that their bite plane is always level with the floor. So what we'll have them do is stand up nice and straight once they're inside the Galileos, but slump their shoulders, and then we're going to have them clench and smile like that, and that allows us to either raise the machine or lower the machine so that we can get that bite plane level with the floor. So that's how we do that here. One other cool feature about the Galileos Comfort is that it comes with a laser light that shines from the top up here, and what that helps us to do is it shines down in a straight line, and it helps us position the patient in a way that this machine can read the scan so that it's nice and diagnostic for us.